Okay, next let's create the code for the webcam sprite. I select the webcam sprite here. When we click on the webcam, the recognition window opens and we need to get an input to the camera of our device. For that, drag the when this sprite clicked code block under events here. Now let's connect the open recognition window code block under teachable machine here. Next, it is necessary to identify the class to which the input given through the web camera belongs. What did I call the class here? You may remember that when we created the image model, we created three classes called happy, angry and surprised. So what happens here is to identify which of these three classes the image obtained through the camera belongs to. Since this process needs to continue, I drag a forever code block under control here. Let's drag an if code block under control back into the forever code block. Here, I connect a code block with the larger than sign in the operators for the condition. Let's connect a get confidence of class from web camera code block in the teachable machine category to the left side of the larger than sign. Again, an identify class from web camera code block is connected under teachable machine here. Next, let's change the value on the right side of the larger than sign to 0.5. Now the input received by the web camera has been identified as to which class it belongs to. Next, let's assign this class in a variable. First, we need to create a variable for this. I go to the variables category and click on make a variable button. Now let's give the name of this variable as output. I type as output here. Since we were assigning a word in the output variable, let's change the data type here to string. Since this variable is required for other sprites, select for all sprites from here and click the OK button. OK. Now you can see that the variables we created have been added here. Now let's drag a set output to 0 code block into this if code block. Instead of 0 here, I connect an identify class from web camera code block under teachable machine. OK. Next, according to the class assigned to the output variable, we need to broadcast a message. First, if the output is similar to the angry class, let's broadcast a message as angry. I drag an if code block under control into this if code block. Here, for the condition, let's connect a code block with the equal sign under operators. With the equal sign, the output code block under variables is connected to the left side and the happy code block under teachable machine is connected to the right side. Click on the arrow in front of happy and select angry. OK. Now let's drag a broadcast code block under events into this if code block. Click on the arrow here and select new message. Now I type as angry here and click OK. Now the code block has changed as broadcast angry. Let's create the code for happy and surprised classes again in the same way. Instead of creating a new code for that, we can easily duplicate the code block created for angry class. I right click on this if output equal angry code block and give duplicate. Again, you can see the code was duplicated. Now, let's come to the place where we want to add this code and click the mouse. Now, click on the arrow in front of angry and select happy. Also, click the arrow in front of the broadcast angry and select new message. Now, let's type happy here and give OK. Next, again for the surprised class, I will right click on this if output equal happy code block and give duplicate. As you can see, the code was duplicated. Now let's come to the place where we want to add this code and click the mouse. OK. Now click on the arrow in front of happy and select surprised. Also, click on the arrow in front of broadcast happy and select new message. Let's type as surprised here and give OK.